Now let's dig deeper on Hainan and its free trade port. We're joined now by former Canadian diplomat Gordon Houlden. Gordon, thanks for joining us. First up, China has poured massive resources into Hainan, right? What downsides come with betting so big on one island?
Well, I suppose every bold policy, and China has lots of bold economic policies, comes from some risk, Diego. There are many free trade zones. There are several in Southeast Asia, several in China. But Hainan is the size of Belgium. This is a very bold move. But there are some unique features, I think, which may prove to be crucial in advancing this scheme. For one, Hainan's geographic location. It's opposite Vietnam. It's close to Southeast Asia, far closer than most of the other parts of China. It has a provision whereby if investors can achieve a 30% minimum transformation of the product, it'll be allowed to enter the mainland market, and that will be a big attractor. It faces stiff competition from Hong Kong, Singapore, etc. But I think with its ambitious size of the island, 6,000 some products allowed duty-free entry, I think there's good prospects. We will see how successful it is, but I would say that this scheme just launched 2 days ago has excellent prospects.
And Gordon, if Hainan turns into a duty-free logistics powerhouse, which players stand to benefit most from this change?
Well, I think any of the large trading nations will benefit. These could be American firms, there could be European firms, Asian firms, African firms. There are some features such as a maximum 15% tax rate in certain sectors, maximum 15% tax rate for key scientists, entrepreneurs, investors. I think the mathematics is compelling, but if you have a product which is ready for more transformation, that shot at getting into the mainland market duty-free, if you're more than 30% transformed, will be attractive. Other companies may simply say, I'll bring my mostly completed product lines, factories to Hainan and then export from there into the region. So I think there's a range. It will take time to see. This is something that's going to grow over a period of years, not months. And we are in very early days.
Gordon, I'd like to know if you see Hainan as a change in China's export and trade strategy for the future.
I think I do see changes. Now, these very ambitious customs arrangements clearly had the backing of China's top leadership. I think we may see, and this is a guess on my part, that Hainan may be somewhat of a test bed for broader changes in the overall Chinese economy vis-a-vis foreign trade. How does Hainan respond to very liberal trading policies? Could these perhaps be expanded to other parts of China, or perhaps to all of China? In effect, testing China's ability to operate in a far more open environment than is currently the case. So I think that, if I'm right, this could be the wedge opening of China well beyond Hainan. However, even if it's just Hainan, I think it'll have impacts in the region. I'm thinking that China may be aiming far higher.
No, I want to talk about that, right? Because if Hainan emerges as a major regional port, how might that affect established regional hubs?
If it succeeds, it will provide stiff competition for Hong Kong in particular, and for the Greater Bay Area. Hong Kong is a very established pattern, particularly focused on not much on manufacturers any longer, but on finance, service industries. And I think Hainan will have to develop further in terms of internal competencies in this regard, particularly in the financial sector, insurance, etc. But Hainan offers something that Hong Kong no longer has, and that is, given its size, potential base for value-added manufacturing in sectors such as biopharmaceuticals, high-tech industries of various sorts. You're not going to see steel being produced in Hainan. It's not going to be heavy industry. It's not going to be building, in my opinion, huge huge factories that are focused on machine tools. You're rather going to see, I think, more nimble manufacturers, particularly those that have an external connection, perhaps a part of a company which is otherwise based abroad, smaller, nimble Chinese firms. But I think that, yes, it'll be a challenge for Singapore and Hong Kong. However, while the populations of Hong Kong and Hainan are roughly similar, in the sort of 10 million range, Hong Kong still has an economy which is almost 4 times larger. So there's lots of room for Hainan to grow. There's a long way to grow to reach a sort of Hong Kong status. But that must be, I think, for the ambitious economic figures in Hainan that they will aim for.
Gordon Houlden, thank you very much. Great having you.
It's a pleasure, Diego. Thank you very much.